So, perfect blue skies, almost no wind, beautiful sunshine. These are indeed conditions for the beautiful game. The backdrop here, picturesque, idyllic. No doubt one of the best days of the footballing calendar, and it has added to a really jovial, happy mood in the stands, helping to raise the level of sound by more than a few decibels. Shirt sleeve order, very much the dress code. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
We have already started here. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, this guy, Kulusevski, Peter, is another Swede of Balkan heritage, and that automatically raises excitement levels. No surprise that he stated who his hero is. I think we're all well aware of that. And I think the playing styles are very different, though, and that comes as no surprise. This guy has got a lot of potential.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. Caicedo. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Get a throw in. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And he's there to get it away. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Pedro Neto. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. That's going to go a long way. Palmer. And Caicedo. James. He is just caressing the ball. Caicedo. Romero. Here's Bissouma. Udogi. Moved on forwards. Nicely intercepted. Palmer. Here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Very nicely done. And it's Chilwell. Here it is, crossed in. Romero tries to clear. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Cleared away. Oh, super ball. And it's played in. Chance with the header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Bentancur.
Well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and suppress those wide opposition players.
And it's been taken straight back. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Romero, and it's played forward. Fernandez. Played out to the left flank. Joao Felix delivers. Ball's over the line, and it is a corner. Great lead! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked the scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. Bentancur. Fernandez. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Caicedo. James. Just deflected behind for a corner. Towering header. Harmlessly behind.
I think he deserves credit for getting something away, given that he had to contend with a double dose of closing down.
Van de Ven. Now Pedro Porro. Bissouma. Forwards and with intent. Joao Felix. And it's Chilwell. Fernandez. Palmer. And Caicedo. James. In by James. And he's there to clear it. And that has been cleared. And it's Chilwell. Jackson! He's done very well to get to that.
Jackson is offering a wry smile there.
Romero. Forward it goes. Richarlison chasing after it. Kulusevski. Out to the right. Fires it in low. James. Shifted upfield. Palmer. Pedro Neto. Oh, that's nice. Pedro Neto with the delivery. Defending of the desperate variety. And that's been won straight back. fiddles it through. Disassi. Fernandez. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Richarlison. Son Heung-min. Can he finish? It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And he's gone looking for safety. Pedro Porro. Oh, that's neat. In towards the back stick. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Crossed in again. Clears it away. Cleared away. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Bissouma. Chance! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. Joao Felix. Fernandez. Now James. Pedro Neto. James crosses. Some resolute defending there. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto on a strong run down the right. Pedro Neto is fouled. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. He can get that clear. Son Heung-min. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Chilwell. Chilwell. Nice control. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Chilwell spots it and intercepts. He's a sharp little ball here. Bissouma.
City's gonna tell you the tale. Everyone was left in the veil.
Well, what a lovely, lovely day. Absolutely glorious weather here as we welcome you to a football match of considerable significance, great consequence. It looks as though we're going to have a great turnout, such has been the level of enthusiasm generated once the fixture was announced. There is still movement in the crowd, plenty of people yet to take their seats. The roads outside are very, very busy, particularly around this time of day. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. but then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
As you can see, we've already started here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, I think it has to be Rodrigo Bentancur, Peter. I think when you look at that midfield, he can have a critical role in terms of developing his game and adding goals to those midfield runs. He hasn't done that enough so far, but that's what he needs to add. And he'll keep making those runs and get into the opposition box undetected. He has...
Kulusevski! It's there!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. João Felix. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Bentancur. Forwards and with intent. Well timed, excellent interception. Chilwell. And Fernandez. And that has left him in a heap. And he's on a charge. João Felix delivered. Great leap! Good delivery, but no joy.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
Pedro Porro. Kulusevski. Great defending, strong and determined. Palmer. Chilwell. João Felix. That's been drilled in. Udogi shifted upfield. Now it's Richarlison. Here's Bissouma. Udogi. And here's Son Heung-min. Turns and goes back.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Now it's Pedro Neto. Gently done. And it's hoisted clear. That has been knocked clear. Shot could be on. Caicedo. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Pedro Porro. And it's Son Heung-min. He's tried one! Denied by an instinctive save.
Son Heung-min really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And it's been taken short. Pedro Porro, decent ball. Chilwell tries to clear. clears it away. Now, can he find a finish? That's going to go a long way.
Well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and suppress those wide opposition players.
Oh, that's well done, really robust. Bissouma. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now, who's going to be first to this? Palmer. Pedro Neto. Romero cuts out the pass. Forward it goes. And it's Son Heung-min. Pedro Porro.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage.
It's Son Heung-min! It's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. And that is stunning. Just too hot to handle.
Oh, the contact was fantastic. Right on the bootlaces, and it packed a lot of venom for what was a really potent strike.
So that's 2 now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Palmer. Chilwell. For Palmer. Jackson! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
No, he's not getting his way this time. Pedro Porro. Van de Ven. It's Bentancur. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Kulusevski. Here's Bissouma. Jackson. Now it's Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto. Romero concedes a free kick for that. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Joao Felix, looking for the runner. Chilwell plays it in. Romero is there to clear. Disasi, and it's Chilwell.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Well, the defence have 2 choices. Deal with the man or deal with the space.
Van de Ven. Bissouma. Now Van de Ven. Bentancur. Moved on forwards. And he's gone looking for safety. Pedro Neto. He played cross-field, changing the point of attack. That's a throw. Kulusevski. Here's Bissouma. Bentancur. Here's Bissouma. Sarr. Oh, can he get onto this? Pedro Neto. And Caicedo. James. Now it's Pedro Neto. That's very neat. And the shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Bentancur. Here's Bissouma. Aim forwards. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. João Felix. Chilwell. João Felix. That'll be a throw-in. Caicedo. Now it's Pedro Neto. Stood up well to him there. Sarr. Udogi. Romero. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And it's played forward. Palmer. Pedro Neto. For Palmer. Bentancur. Richarlison. Kulusevski. Now Pedro Porro. Now it's Kulusevski. Danger averted for now. Udogi. And here's Son Heung-min. Here comes the cross. Cleared away. Now Pedro Porro. Nice interception, well timed. And back to the keeper they go. That defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Son Heung-min has found the net here, of course, and he's forced to go back. Bissouma. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Bissouma. Some really good ball movement. Cross goes in there. Pedro Neto. Now James. Played out to the left flank. João Felix. Chilwell. Chilwell drives forward on the overlap. Now here's the delivery. Clears it away. Back on the ball again. In by James. Pedro Porro. Now Van de Ven. Bentancur. Gently done. Moved on forwards. Kulusevski. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given.